So in variation is actually a mathematical statement representing relationships of variables in real life. Okay, just like how one thing is affected by the other and how one thing affects the other. Right, that's both sideways. In practice exercise A, we are presented here by um, the variation statements. I mean the statements, yeah, yun nga, the situations that will actually be translated to a variation statement that may be used in problem solving later on. Okay, so we have the first statement. When demand goes up, the price goes up. Number two, when the hard work goes down, the chances for success goes down. And number three, when savings go up, number of options for product to spend it on goes up as well. Right? So here we are talking about same movement of variables. So these statements here are examples of direct variation. So in direct variation, we are going to use the phrase directly proportional or is varies directly. Okay, to which of the two? Okay. Now, the first thing we need to identify is which of the factors here is considered the dependent and the independent variable. Because in making a variation statement, we are going to the general statement as mentioned in your module talks about y varies directly as x, or the other statement for this is y is directly proportional to x. Okay. So we need to determine which is y and which is x for us to make a correct variation statement. Now, y is called the dependent variable. X is called the independent variable. So the first variable that will actually um, the first variable that is commonly first given and the second is x, while the second variable that gets affected by x is your y. So it's very important for you to determine which is the dependent and dependent variable. In a problem, it doesn't necessarily say kung ano na una, yun yung x, ipakalawa yun yung y. You need to understand which of the factors affects the other. So let's go with number one. Number one, when demand goes up, the price of goods goes up. Okay? It's very clear that what is first given is the demand. And then before na mag-proceed yung price. Just like, let's connect it to the situation today. Um, most of the schools, including our school, is having a online slash offline for a form of learning. So if you talk about slash online, you are actually using gadgets such as your tablets, cell phones, and laptops. Right now, um, we some of you might have noticed it. I have noticed it that the price for those more mobile learning devices, laptops, tablets, cell phones are now very high. You know why? Because it based on the demand. The demand right now for the devices, laptops, tablets, and cell phones are very high because of the need for students to learn online. And right now, the prices of those devices are also very high because there are more people learning it. That's the concern. It doesn't start with price. It doesn't say nga, I will give a price of this and then let's see the demand. Hindi po. We will start with the demand and then price will comes next. So in short, in the problem, demand is your independent variable and price is your dependent variable. In short, demand is your x and price is your y. Upon learning that, you cannot translate this number one into your variation statement. You could just say y. You could say the price for goods varies directly as the demand. That's the first translation. Or you could say the price of goods is directly proportional to the demand. Okay, any of the two statements. Yeah. For number two, when hard work goes down, the chance for success goes down. I-relate it to the real life. It doesn't necessarily say nga, ito yung chance ko pag success. Kasi ito yung chance ko, ito na lang yung gagawin kong hard work. Hindi naman ganun eh. Di ba? Um, you are young right now. Yes, I'm not suggesting this for you, but of course, you are now in the process of courtship. Di ba? It doesn't start nga, ito yung chance na for boys. It doesn't mean nga, ito yung chance na sasagutin ako. This is the chance that that this girl will be my girlfriend. Pag sinabi natin, 50% lang, ito lang yung hard work ko. Pag sinabing 100%, ito yung hard work ko. Pag ito yung sinabi na, wala akong chance, ito yung hard work ko. It doesn't start with the chance. It starts with the hard work first. Okay? Commonly, generally, that's the structure. Eh. So in this case, it starts with hard work. The more hard work you give to your target, the more chance of success. If hard work goes, the more amount of hard work goes down, then chances of success will also go down. If you will not read, study, practice, analyze, review your materials, of course, the chance of passing the exam will not be very good. So, it doesn't start with, ito yung chance na papasa ako, ito yung hard. Hindi po. So, in this case, hard work is also your independent variable and your success is your dependent variable. So, to write your variation statement, you have the chance, because your y must start first. The chance for success. Let's use the second statement, a second type of proportion, direct variation, sorry, is directly proportional to the uh, amount of hard hard work. Okay, the chance for success. Um, how do we make it better? The amount, mm, the percentage of chance for success. Probably ganun din. The percentage of chance for success is directly proportional to the amount. Sorry, that's to the amount of hard work. Okay. Yan. Okay. And number three, right? Again, it doesn't say na ito yung mga, again, in number three, it doesn't say ano yung bibilin nyo. Number three, the number of options, the more options. Okay? So it doesn't say na you start with options first and then you save. Now, actually, it starts with your savings. The more savings you have, let's say you save a very large amount of money, then you have many options to buy. I could buy shoes, I could buy shirts or dress, I could buy gadgets. Diba? It doesn't start with I will buy for shoes, gadgets, and how much I will save. Hindi. You start, generally, commonly, you start with your savings. So savings is your independent variable, and your number of options would be your dependent variable. So to write this in your variation statement, you have the um, number of options to spend. Uh, how do again? Do you have your answers in your practice exercises? I might be using different words here. Don't worry. The number of options for products to purchase varies directly as the amount of savings. And this is how we make our variation statement. Let me go back to the reason why we need to have a proper variation statement. Number one, you need to come up with a variation statement to make sense of the situation. And number two, the more important one, as you go through problem solving later on, i- you will use your variation statement as you make your mathematical equation. So if you will replace the independent variable in your variation statement, probably high percentage, your mathematical equation will be incorrect. And no matter how hard you solve, as long as your mathematical equation is incorrect, everything will be incorrect. So again, please try to analyze every situations and come up with correct variation statements. Use this video as your review. Next videos will be prepared for other practice exercises, so please stay tuned. Thank you and God bless. Hopefully you have learned something.